Hey, I'm Kyle Elford, and this is RealStats with MiRealSource. And on this episode, I will pretty much be going over monthly statistics and how they've changed from this point a year ago, as well as going over a little bit on how to use the program Homebot. So, let's get into it. As the weather warms and pandemic restrictions ease across much of the country, the U.S. housing market shows little sign of cooling. Robust buyer demand fueled by low mortgage rates continues to outpace supply, which remains near historic lows. Nationwide, inventory remains much lower than it was this time last year, and sales prices are surging as a result. Closed sales increased 131.7% for residential homes and 151.6% for condo homes. Pending sales increased 11.3% for residential homes and 37.8% for condo homes. Inventory decreased 63.2% for residential homes and 64.8% for condo homes. The median sales price increased 26.6% to $245,000 for residential homes and 12.3% to $205,000 for condo homes. Month's supply of inventory decreased 70% for residential homes and 72.3% for condo homes. Now for some of the stats for a few of the counties. In Macomb County, for residential, pending sales are up 0.9%. Closed sales are up 125.8%. Inventory has decreased 60.2%. Median sales are up 24.8% to $237,500. And month supply of inventory decreased 66.7%. For condos, pending sales are up 30.7%. Closed sales are up 142.1%. Inventory has decreased 74%. Median sales are up 12.6% to $192,149. And month supply of inventory decreased 78.6%. In St. Clair County, for residential, pending sales are down 2.2%. Closed sales are up 98.8%. Inventory has decreased 48.3%. Median sales are up 26.9% to $203,000. And month supply of inventory decreased 59.4%. For condos, pending sales are up 25%. Closed sales are up 42.9%. Inventory has decreased 70.2%. Median sales are up 9.7% to $142,450. And month supply of inventory has decreased 75.6%. In Oakland County, for residential, pending sales are up 22.6%. Closed sales are up 168.4%. Inventory has decreased 74.1%. Median sales are up 22.1% to $342,000. And month supply of inventory decreased 79.6%. For condos, pending sales are up 43.6%. Closed sales are up 196.4%. Inventory has decreased 75%. Median sales are up 13.8% to $222,000. And month supply of inventory decreased 82.5%. In the Grosse Pointe area for residential, pending sales are up 12.8%. And closed sales are up 117.9%. Inventory has decreased 58.7%. Median sales are up 22.1% to $375,000. And month supply of inventory has decreased 70.2%. For condos, pending sales have decreased 60%, closed sales are up 100%, inventory has decreased 53.3%, median sales price increased 20.8% to $326,200, and a month's supply of inventory decreased 55.1%. With such limited supply of existing homes to purchase, all eyes are on home builders to provide a much-needed boost of inventory to the market to help meet buyer demand. However, increasing material and labor costs, along with supply chain challenges, have contributed to significantly higher construction costs, with builders passing these costs on to home buyers. And while the warmer temperatures, rising sales prices, and the reopening of the economy may draw more sellers to the market, historically low levels of homes for sale are likely to continue for some time. Alright, now here I'm going to give you a quick rundown of Homebot if you're new to using it. And if you've never heard of it or just unfamiliar with what it is, Homebot is a program or tool, whichever you prefer to refer to it as, that keeps track of your homes, or more specifically your clients' homes, worth. It actually tracks quite a lot of information on houses, like the current and historical estimated market value of your home, the appreciation since you've purchased your home, the net worth or equity in your home, a breakdown of principal and interest paid, and estimated rental figures for your home on services such as Airbnb, just to name a few. Now, I'm really only gonna go over getting started in Homebot as there is a lot of information and I'm pretty sure nobody wants to watch a video like this that's as long as the extended cuts of The Lord of the Rings. As well as Homebot actually does a pretty decent job of explaining how most of the tools work anyway. Alright, so there are a couple of ways to get into Homebot if you've never been there. One way is to just straight up go to their homepage, homebot.ai. Another way is to go through the Resources tab in Paragon and click on Access Homebot. After you access Homebot, you're going to have to make an account. Simply enter in your first name, last name, and email address, and you should pretty much be good to go at that point. After you've got your account, the first thing you're going to want to do is add a client. It's pretty simple as well, as you just add the client's first name, last name, and email address along with their phone number. Then you can add their housing information and if they're looking to buy a house or not. Once you're done with entering your client, you'll see the activity page, which is basically the home page, as it's where you'll go when you log in. There, it'll give you the overall activity you've had over the past 30 days, like homes viewed and messages from clients. Now, all of your clients that own homes will be under Homeowners tab because, obviously, it would be there. Clicking on one of the clients will open a tab with a small amount of info like the CMA value, as well as any activity and changes that were made to the information. Preview Digest will give you more detailed info report as well as sections on like how is a good way to use the equity of the home. Now, Homebot likes to use the classic technique of color coding information. Green equals good, red equals bad. Homebot also likes using icons for this under some tabs to display whether or not the information is good or not. The green check is there to tell you that things are going your way. It's kind of like think of the green check as your own personal hype man on your housing information. The red X is there to tell you things aren't looking so good or they could be improved. The red X is basically that pessimistic person that always ruins fun. You obviously want far more green checks than red X's. The more green, the better. Lastly, there's a yellow icon with just an eye in the middle, which is kind of just a notification for helpful information that you might not think of right away. It's kind of like that friend that can always find your keys or your phone when you lose them. I mean, look at this little guy being helpful. It's also important to point out that both you and your clients get access to this information on their property. Aside from the homeowners tab, there's the buyers tab. There you will need to connect with a lender, just basically adding in their info to invite them similarly to how you did the client. From there, you can search for a home that the buyer may be interested in. Beyond that, there's the leads tab, which informs you that homeowners or buyers have expressed interest in Homebot through your lead page that you can share on a web page of yours or your social media account. And lastly, there's the issues tab, which informs you of things like email issues or if a client has unsubscribed or things along that line. And that pretty much covers the absolute basics here on Homebot. That pretty much covers everything that I was looking to get into. I hope you found this video helpful and at least a little entertaining. If you're looking for more MiRealSource content, like and subscribe and browse through some of our other videos. And I will see you guys next time.